We were talking about this the other day. The PSP Vita bringing back cartridge-based gaming, which is a big thing for me. Less load times, probably higher data size in the actual cartridge. Because I've seen SD cards, little small SD cards you can fit into a camera go up to 120 gigs, which beats out the Blu-ray and DVD combined. That's if I see this little 4 gig SD card, 40 SD card has the same amount of space as a full 360 game, almost. You can get an 8 card for $20 that has double the space of a 360 CD. I understand it's much cheaper and faster to pump out a lot of CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray discs. But if they bring that back, less loading times, if any, and double the space in Blu-ray's case, you could put out maybe a 64 gig and have some more space for that. They're small, very losable, but they pack a punch. And I think developers can get really behind the PSP Vita because of the cartridge-based gaming and no load times or less load times and lots of space on those cards.
Me personally, I always love the cartridge-based platforms. You can't get any better to me. This is for me personally. I always love the cartridge-based platforms because, yeah, you might lose a cartridge or whatever, but you can't really destroy it. You drop it in a bucket of soapy water, you can get a couple of gameplays out of that after that. It's not gone forever. Why would you purposely go drop it in a bucket of water? I have no idea. But CDs can get scratched. You can't scratch it. You can't. I don't.
Got a little tongue tied there.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't scratch the cartridge, but
yeah,
cartridges are a lot durable. But I mean,
the size of it compared to a disc and the amount that it can hold, I think that's pretty amazing by itself. Then if you were to load you can load, like these days, you can load your entire computer on the one and then go buy another cartridge, swap them out, and you can probably own the goddamn entire iTunes if you want. Like, if you really willing to spend that much money, but I'm just saying, it's like they really do. They like you said, they really do pack a punch. If every platform were to go back into cartridge, I think that would be a very wise investment, me personally. But at the same time, I understand, the current position on that, because cartridges tend to have a few glitches, like they'll lose data, but you can work around that. I just love it too much. I can't really say anything bad about it because there's not too much. Because if you program it right, then cartridge platform will work excellent. The disc platform, you have to worry about the amount of space, because the disc platform is so limited these days. Yeah, of course, Blu-ray helps the disc platform out, but only PlayStation has it, so that's not doing anything for the other platforms. So if the other platforms were to go back into cartridge, I could completely and utterly understand that downgrade, but it wouldn't necessarily be a downgrade because the power the cartridge now has today, as in a few years ago, back in '64 and that.
64 came out in the 90s, man.
Well, hey, you can't knock greatness.
64 was an awesome console. PlayStation 1 also. But, you know, now that I think about it, this whole conversation might be completely pointless because the way things are going, physical media might be completely obliterated by in a few years. Consider iTunes. Top selling place to get music from. Compared to what Walmart used to be, like before iTunes came along. But now iTunes completely dominates the market. Amazon MP3 is getting up there, stuff like that. And the App Store from the Mac came out this year, or maybe late last year. I can't remember because I don't have a Mac yet. But if you consider the Mac App Store, how much it changed, like how applications get on your Mac. I mean, OS Lion, which I think is out now. Maybe it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out. Is from the Mac App Store. I think it's only $20 to get upgrade. As in, I think Lion was quite expensive actually. And when you consider Final Cut Pro 10, their new Apple's new video editing, that's $200 compared to the last version was I think it was $1,000. And it comes from the Mac App Store. So, I mean, physical media could be gone. Just gotta be for developers, mainly Windows, to get it. Because Windows is not, as of right now, does not have a app store of its own. It has this, Windows.com where you can get stuff. For nobody goes to Windows.com. Most people get their stuff from third-party websites or download it from MediaFire or something. I don't know. But yeah. Physical media could be gone within the next 2 years if things go the way they are. And I'll probably be okay with that because that means internal flash-based memory, which, again, will cut down on load times or whatever, which is pretty much an internal SD card when you think about it. SD card, any kind of card. I'm not really tripping on SD cards. I just happen to have two of them sitting right here. But, yeah. Internal flash-based memory. Because you see the MacBook Air has an internal SSD and it boots up I think in 20 seconds compared to this Windows netbook sitting right here, which even from resuming takes at least a minute. So, but yeah, physical media next 2 years could be gone. If not, we're going to see cartridge-based platforms coming back. That's my stance. You need to come up with the topic. I've been, the last 4 topics haven't been